I'm Alyssa. I just learned some interesting things about substance abuse on MIT campus, and I wanted to share this short video with you. So, do MIT students have a lot of substance abuse issues?
No. So we look like every other institution in terms of the types of substances that are being used, and sort of we definitely have less use compared to other institutions, but just like other schools, alcohol is the most popular substance used here. Marijuana comes in its second place, but its popularity is growing. It's been growing over the past few years. Things like stimulants, especially prescription stimulants like Adderall and things like that, those occur. Our students do tend to use things like psychedelic substances such as LSD or some of the research drugs that mimic LSD, psilocybin and things like that. A little bit more than other institutions, a little bit more popular, but it's not drastically more. So overall, our rate of use in all those areas is much lower than other colleges and universities.
So, what is the main reason that you find students actually start substance abuse? Is it peer pressure or stress, or is there an overarching reason?
Yeah, no, I think it's actually. I definitely think it's different for different people. So let's say alcohol, for example, right? 50% of MIT students prior to coming to MIT have never consumed alcohol. That's what our statistics show. So they get here, they get to a place where they have freedom. They're away from their family and their parents for maybe the first time ever. They're with lots and lots of other people their age living together, right, in homes. In communities with one another. And so I think a combination of those new freedoms and also the availability of the substances cause this sort of uptick in use. And then you have, there's lots of interesting literature on this, the role of social culture and media on it. Before even getting to college campuses, students are taught that when you go to college, you are going to go to parties, you're going to drink lots of alcohol, you're going to have sex, you're going to do all these wild and crazy things that you may have never done before. And so even before getting here, there's this level of expectation about what they should do. Whether or not they want to do it or not, or whether or not it would exist otherwise, who knows? But they're told that this is what should happen. And so once they get here, there's lots and lots of folks who can engage in use that's moderate. They enjoy it. They don't have any negative outcomes from it. And they're able to function, right? But there are a subset of people who, because of the additional stressors of being in a new place, the academic load, socializing and meeting new people, all these things that we've all gone through, the substances become something of a response to that help sort of lessen the feelings that are associated with those experiences, the anxiety, the moods, the different things that can occur. And then on top of that, we have an even smaller but concerning population of people who just have probably a genetic predisposition to abuse substances like that. 1 in 10 of our students has the sort of family history of alcoholism, right? And that goes on generations and generations. So it's actually quite a mixture of all sorts of different risk factors all at once. And the fact that so many of our students make it through and do so well actually says a lot about our students, I think. Because there really is a lot moving against them in terms of what they're facing and how difficult it is to cope with. So, yeah.
If you'd like to know more, you can look at the CDSA website or contact the office.